In today's Mw3 video, guys, I'm going to be showing you the new top 5 meta guns that you need to be using right now here in Season 4. Now, if you're trying to increase your KD, get your first 100 kill game, or even your first DNA bomb, these builds are going to help out a ton. So if you guys are new and find this video to help, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel with notifications on, and let's get into it. Now, getting into our first weapon in today's video, guys, we have the Kastov 762. I'm really loving this weapon right now here in Season 4 just because it did get an aftermarket kit, which is really good, and also it got a good buff on the weapon. So what we're going to do for our build first is go ahead for our first attachment, go to the conversion kit, and we're going to go ahead and add on the aftermarket kit, the Jack Queen. Now, what this is going to do is going to cancel all of our vertical recoil, basically all of our horizontal recoil, and also calm down our gun kick control a lot on this weapon. We change our iron sight, so it is the AK-12 now, which is awesome, which is one of my favorite weapons in Call of Duty history. So we're going to change how this gun works, we're going to change how it looks, and that's what we're going to start off with here first. Now, we have the rear grip next, and we're going to be adding on the Demo X2 grip. Now, this can help with gun kick control and recoil control. There's really not too many attachments you can add onto this weapon after you add that conversion kit on. That's going to make it really good. So we're going to add this on, just get better control of our weapon, calm that gun kick control down, calm that recoil control down a little bit. So, you know, having good control of your weapon is always important no matter what gunfight you're getting into. So, of course, I want to add this on, make that recoil control really nice on this weapon. So go ahead and add this on for your second attachment. Now, we are going to the laser next, and we're going to go ahead and add on the SL Razorhawk Laser Light. Now, what this is going to do is give us aim walking steadiness and tac stand spread. That's cool and all. I don't really think that's important, but these next two things, the sprint to fire speed and aim down sight speed, really is here. Now, I'll bring up the stats on this. We are getting a 10% increase in our aim down sight speed, and we're also getting a 15% increase in our sprint to fire speed. So with this gun, you know, with it being a nice gun and damage and everything, we can work on being aggressive, have that run and gun type of playstyle, which this laser is going to help out a ton. So we're aiming down sights faster, shooting faster off a sprint, having that run and gun type of playstyle with this broken weapon. So of course, we're going to add this on. Now, for the muzzle, there is a few things that you could run here. You have the Scratch 20L suppressor. It helps with stability, and it's not going to get you on the radar. And you also have the Zeman 35 compensated flash hider, so it's really on what you want to run here. Do you want to run the best muzzle in the game, or do you want to run the best suppressor in the game? It's really on what you want to run. For me, we are going with the Scratch 20L. We're not on the radar at all, so we are a ghost. We are staying stealthy, going on those higher gun streaks and kill streaks, getting our DNA bombs and all of our kill streaks, and also we're getting stability on our weapon. Modern Warfare 2 still has really bad weapon stability, so having this on is going to calm it down a lot, make it more smooth when firing, more calm and everything, which helps out a ton. So, of course, I do want to add this on here. And then going into my final attachment, guys, we are going to the underbarrel, and I feel like this attachment just helps out a crazy amount here. It just helps out so much. The Bruin heavy support grip, we're getting a lot of gun kick control. We're gonna go ahead and cancel that out. You know, we have full control of our weapon now, aiming out of sway, a little bit of horizontal recoil control, and also a little bit more firing aiming stability. Now, for weapon number 2, guys, we have the Superi 46 SMG. I believe that's how you say the name right on this SMG, but all you have to know is this is one of the best weapons right now here in Call of Duty. You're using it in multiplayer, if you're using it in Warzone, it doesn't matter. This is one of the best weapons that you can use as of right now. But for my build, we are going to make it better and start with the magazine. For my first attachment, must-have attachment is the 40-round mag. Now, with this weapon having such a fast fire rate, we do need a large mag on this weapon. Now, what this is going to do is going to prevent us having to slow down all the time, reloading all the time, slowing ourselves down, slowing our flow down, getting hit with that COD timing. We don't want that to happen. So we're going to add this on for our first attachment. And like I said, this is a must-have attachment here. Now, for the ammunition type, we're going to make this weapon really good now, up close, medium, far range. We're going to make it even better. So what we're going to do is add on the 4.6mm high grain rounds. Now, with this weapon already having good damage range and everything, we're going to make it even better and add on this ammunition type. Now, what it's going to do is give us a 15% increase in our bullet velocity and also a 15% increase in our damage range. So now our bullets are traveling further, faster, hitting harder, giving us a faster time to kill. This weapon, this ammunition type is going to be a great combo to help you get those high kill games. So of course, we are going to abuse this. Next, guys, we are going to the underbarrel and adding on the Edge BW4 hand stop grip. A really solid attachment here. It's going to help out a ton in that mobility and handling, helping us be more aggressive. This attachment is going to help with movement speed, aim walking movement speed, aim down sight speed, and sprint to fire speed. Just having that run and gun type of play style, moving faster around the map, getting in people's faces, getting into more engagements, getting those high kill games, and also moving much faster while aim down sights. That's going to help out a ton, but there's so many good options here. You have the DR6, you have the Phantom 5, the Camaro Ryan 3, There's just so many good options that you could run here. But for me, though, I do believe that the Edge BW4 hand stop grip is going to be our best choice here. Now, jumping up here to the muzzle, we are going to be adding on the best muzzle, which is the Zemin 35 compensated flash hider. We're going to shorten that radar ping, vertical recoil, horizontal recoil control, and also get some firing aiming stability, making this weapon really easy to control, not being on the radar as long, and also we have better stability of our weapon, being more accurate, being more smooth, being more calm with our weapon. Always important here, so we're going to add this on. And then going into my final attachment, we're going to jump all the way over here to the stock and add on the Monolith 4.6 stock. A lot of gun kick control, a lot of firing aiming stability, and a lot of recoil control. Super important. We're going to have full control of this build now. Our weapon is very stable, really nice, very accurate, and also just having better control of the weapon overall. Now for my next weapon, guys, we have the MCW, which in my opinion, this is the easiest weapon to use here in this game. It has been since the beginning of this game as well, and especially after the Season 4 update, it actually got a buff, making it a 4-shot kill again, making it back in its prime. But for this build, though, we are going to go ahead and start with the rear grip, and as always for my MCW, we are adding that RB Claw PSL grip, a lot of firing aiming stability, a lot of gun kick control, and a little bit of recoil control. The weapon itself already has good control of the weapon already, but we're going to make it a little bit easier to use. We're going to have better control of it, and we're also going to cancel out that kick, and we're also going to have more accuracy, and we're also going to make the weapon more calm. So it is going to be easier. You're going to get more accurate kills, and that's going to help you out a ton, win your gunfights, getting high kill games. So we're going to add this on for my first attachment here. Next, guys, we are jumping all the way over here to the underbarrel, and we're going to be adding on the Edge BW4 hand stop grip. Now, with the MCW, I would like to have more mobility and handling, so this is going to be a perfect attachment for this weapon. We're going to get more aim walking movement speed with an assault rifle. That's really important if you pre-aim a lot like myself. That's going to come in clutch. We have better movement speed, so we can move faster around the map, get into more engagements, get those high kill games, and we also have a faster aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed, so now we can have that aggressive run and gun type of play style, start outgunning a submachine gun players, outgun those shotguns, outgun those pistols up close and everything. That's going to be really important, so of course we want to have this on here. Now we're jumping up here to the barrel next, guys, and adding on the 16.5-inch Cyclone long barrel. Now this can help with bullet velocity and range, aiming auto sway, and more firing aiming stability. The firing aiming stability on this weapon and the damage range is going to be a great combo on the MCW, making this weapon very calm, very accurate at those longer ranges, but also having a better time to kill in those longer ranges, taking less bullets, having a faster time to kill. That is always good, and the Cyclone long barrel is going to be your best friend on the MCW, so of course we're going to add this on. Now we're going over here to the optic next, and we're going to be adding on the MK3 reflector. Now if you're using this in pub play, you could use whatever you like. I know there's so many good options here, but if you're using this in rank play, you're only limited to so many things. The MK3 reflector, the Niter model, the Slate reflector, you're only limited to so many things here on the MCW in rank play. But for me though, the MK3 reflector is such a great optic on the MCW. I feel really comfortable with it, so of course we're going to add this on here. And then jumping into my final attachment here for the MCW, we are going to the stock here and adding on the precision heavy stock. We're getting some aiming auto sway, which is all cool and everything. The main thing is though, we are getting a lot of firing aiming stability, making this weapon very calm, really easy to use, and also very accurate in our gunfights. Now for weapon number 4, guys, we have the Striker 9. Now this weapon got a good damage range buff here in the Season 4 update, making this a very solid SMG that you can start using here in Modern Warfare 3. This class up though, we are going to start with the stock for my first attachment here. We're going to be adding on the RB assault stock, a lot of gun kick control, a lot of firing aiming stability, some recoil control, and a little bit of aim down sight speed, working on some handling, working on some stability, working on some recoil control. You really can't go wrong with that, especially on the Striker 9. Having a fast fire rate, not the best recoil control, being more aggressive, having good control of this weapon is going to make this weapon really nice here. So of course I do want to have this on here. Now, for the rear grip, we are going to be adding on the Sakin ZX grip. We're getting firing aiming stability, a lot of that. We're getting a lot of gun kick control and a little bit of recoil control, making this weapon a lot easier to control in our longer range gunfights. Basically, in any range, depending how, good you can control the weapon. We are going to make it better here, just having good control of it, better accuracy and everything, making the weapon more calm, more smooth, bringing that visual recoil down a little bit, and also just having better control. That's what we want. So, of course, we're going to add this on for our second attachment. Now, always add on the 50-round jump to the Striker 9. With it just having such a fast fire rate and everything, we don't want to have to reload all the time, especially on this weapon. You maybe have to reload every time you get a kill, so you have to have this on. I think this is a must-have. Always needs to be on your Striker 9. You're using mine, copying someone else's, making your own. Make sure you always have the 50-round drum on. I think this is really important to have on here. Now we're jumping up here to the underbarrel next and adding on the DR6 hand stop grip. This attachment is going to come in crazy clutch just because with this weapon already having high mobility and handling, we're going to make it even higher. So we have a faster sprint to fire speed, a faster aim down sight speed, better movement speed, better aim walking movement speed. This attachment is going to come in crazy clutch, just being aggressive, getting those high kill games, working on that mobility and handling, and also having good control of the weapon is going to be a great combo, especially after the buff on the SMG here. And then going into my final attachment, guys, we are going to the muzzle, and of course we're going to add on the mwiii compensated flash hider, shorten that radar ping again, vertical horizontal recoil control, and more firing aiming stability. And then getting into our final weapon in today's video, guys, with all the SMGs, the good SMGs getting a damage range buff, making them really dominant in this season, with the HRM9 getting a buff, it definitely deserves a spot in today's video. So we're going to get into the build here first, and we're going to start with the stock here, and we're going to be adding on the folding stock, a lot of recoil control, a lot of gun kick control, and a lot of firing aiming stability. The weapon has such a fast fire rate here, and I don't think it just doesn't have the best recoil control. So we're going to add this on here, make the weapon easier to control, make it more stable, make it more accurate, and that's going to help out a ton with our first attachment. Now, for the rear grip, we are going to be adding on the PCS90 Assault Grip, a lot more gun kick control, a lot more firing aiming stability, and a little bit of recoil control here. Again, just making the weapon better to control, making it more accurate, making it more smooth and calm when firing. That's what we want here. So, of course, add on the PC90 Assault Grip here. The magazine always needs to be on this weapon. The 50-round drum needs to go on this weapon. Always, always. This is a must-have attachment for the HRM9. I think it's a must-have here. So, of course, add this on here. For the underbarrel, we are going to be running the Edge BW4 hand stop grip. I want to have better mobility and handling. It is already good. We're going to make it better here. Add on the Edge BW4, move faster around the map, faster aim walking movement speed, faster aim down sight speed, faster sprint to fire speed. If it's broken, add it on here. So of course we do want to abuse that. And then for my final attachment, guys, we are going to the muzzle here and adding on the mwiii compensated flash hider once again here. It is the best muzzle. This is one of the best SMGs. So this is going to be a really good combo here. But my opinion, these are the top 5 meta guns right now here in Modern Warfare 3 Season 4. I'm sure you can trust me. You've seen my gameplays, and as you guys see here, I am an iridescent player here in Modern Warfare 3 rank play. I know what I'm talking about. I know what guns you need to use, so go ahead, try all these builds out. Let me know in the comments if you drop any high kill games, any DNA bombs with the build, and also let me know what your favorite build is. But guys, thanks so much for watching. You guys stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.